All right, happy Friday. No one's in here yet, but happy Friday. I hope everyone has been doing well these days. Um, to those of you that celebrate the holidays, I hope you guys had a good day with your families and friends yesterday. Um, Spent some good quality time with each other. Um, had some good food together, and overall just happy and healthy. So that's the most important thing, I think. I know sometimes we forget that, but anyhow, gonna wait for for some of you to trickle in. We don't really have much going on right now. For our customer Leon to come up, might be here around 7:30. He's coming from Turlock here in California. From my town or my city, it's more like a town. I'm here in Windsor, California, and so he's from Turlock, and it's about a 3-hour drive. So he's gonna come up and pick up a couple of his saws. We did his 200T and his 046 that his father passed down to him. So we're just waiting for him to show up. So like I said, he'll be here around 7, maybe 7:30. Um, it is like a 3-hour drive. So it was a good day today in the shop. Productive. Got a few things done. We're still here. Right now, what I'm going to do is we're just going to take it chill, hang out, um, tidy up my little mess that I have going on here. So that way we look presentable once he gets here. I mean, it looks good in here right now. It looks good. Um, I just did a little shop clean up and tidy up a few days ago. So, but I have a little bit of clutter going on right here. Got to put some tools away. And then once we kind of clean up and wait for Leon to get here, we're going to do a little inspection on a Husqvarna 51. It's actually our personal saw that was gifted to us by our customer and good friend Santiago. So much love to Santiago. Looks like we have some folks popping in. Val, hello, hello. Glad you can make it. Happy Friday. Um, I was just kind of jabbering to myself, waiting for you guys to pop in. Basically, what I was saying is that I hope everyone has been well. For those of you that observe or celebrate the holiday, hope you guys all had a good holiday. Free samples. Let's see. Gorilla Spidey, what up, what up? Tristan, 99 problems in it. So yeah. So just a little recap of what I was kind of talking about while I was waiting for the live stream to liven up a little bit and not sit there in awkward silence. So right now what we're doing, we're waiting for our customer and good friend Leon to come and pick up his chainsaws. We did his 046 and his 200T. He's from Turlock here in California. It's a 3-hour drive. So he left around 4 o'clock. He, if all goes well and like planned, he'll be here around 7, maybe 7:30. And who knows, he might bring us some more saws. We'll see. So did a 391 teardown earlier. We're going to be doing some top end work to it, so some cylinder and piston work. I'm going to see if I can clean up the cylinder a little bit, clean up the sleeve. It's got some markings, a little bit of gouges. The piston is completely shot, so is it shot? I don't actually remember now, but probably going to get a new piston for it. Damn, we got a lot of people popping in today. Burger King. Oh, Burger Bing. Of course, I saw Burger King. One of my favorites. Will. So we're doing English right now. Tristan, what up? What up? Welcome. RJ, good morning. Good morning. FT City. Hello, hello. Damn, we got a lot of people in here today. So that's awesome. So basically what I'm doing right now while we wait for Leon to get here, I'm just picking up my mess that I have over here on our little side. I call it a side counter, but it's really just a box of stuff, and I put stuff on it, so it's like our little side counter. I was going through some of my steel literature here. So this is bar and chain catalog. This is the holy grail to everything you need to know about steel bars, chains, a little bit of information, really good stuff. So this is all stuff that I got when I was working at the power equipment shop. Of course, we had access to all that there. But this is a really good, a little outdated. I did order the 2024 while I was still at the shop over there, but I didn't get a chance to get it. So, but it just has every chainsaw, or I mean, most to everything that runs a bar and chain on here. Like right here, I opened up the page to the 026. We all know that. 034, 044. I mean, literally everything. So I was just looking at all this stuff, and I did get a chance to get these ones though. This is the 2024 product guide, and this right here is the holy grail. I call these, no disrespect to the Bible, okay guys, I am spiritual, religious, whatever you want to call it, but these are the Bible, man. So only dealers get these catalogs, and so this product information guide tells you just informative stuff. It tells you, it shows you all the products they have, and literally they go into detailed specifications. So basically the point of this booklet right here, this catalog, is for, you know, when you're a dealer or you work at a dealer, so that way you can sell product and you know what you sound like you know what you're talking about. And it has every single, it does have some chains in here. It has everything. This one here is just for bars and chains. This is the 2024 issue or version. I also have the 2023. That's when I started working there. I have a couple of these. So these are really special. Tells you literally everything you need to know as far as like specifications, battery run times. It even breaks down as far as fuel capacity, how much fuel it holds, how much bar and chain it holds, if it's a chain. Just really these are awesome. You know, at the dealers they do have little informative catalogs that they do give you if you're a customer, but they're not like this. These are the nitty gritty right here. These are the holy grail. So really cool. So right here it tells you for steel dealers, property of, you know, you could write down your name or whatever. So I was just checking these out. So here's the 2023. So right now I'm just cleaning up my little mess, putting some tools away, and then we're gonna also we're gonna go through and inspect a Husqvarna 51. It's our personal chainsaw, again, that our customer and good friend Santiago gifted to us. Let's see, RJ, I am from California. I'm located in Windsor, California. It's here in Sonoma County. So it's like we're considered Northern California at that point. So I am at like 40-45 minutes north of San Francisco. So yeah, that's where I'm from. So not a whole lot going on now. Right now we're just getting ready for our little open shop or open house type deal. So Leon and I have known each other for some time now, but we've never actually met in person. So the way I got his chainsaws is my friend Victor, he just happened to be passing through because he lives out in Visalia. He works out here, lives out in Visalia. And I happened to be talking to him at that moment. I'm like, dude, I'm getting these chainsaws from Turlock 3 hours away. He's like, what? He's like, how are they're gonna drive them up to you, or they're gonna ship them to you, or what's the deal? I'm like, we're trying to figure that out right now. He's like, you know what, dude? He's like, I'm actually driving past there right now. Like, I'm gonna drive past. He's like, so if you guys can set it up, I'll pick them up and drop them off to you. And sure enough, so we haven't actually physically met yet, so feel a little nervous. Not really, I'm just like, oh shoot. But no, really good dude. Like I said, we did his 046 and his 200T. We did an overhaul, so brand new everything except for the cylinders. The 046 got a new piston and rings, and then both saws got new carburetors, ignition modules, rewind starters, and then of course, a little TLC. And we did some West Coast. We did on the 200T, we did the West Coast pipe, and then on his 046, we installed a West Coast bark box, which is just their name that they put on their mufflers. Really badass. So those saws are, as long as he doesn't blow them up, which I'm hopeful that he won't, because he really does his best to take care of his stuff. So, and it was quite the investment. So, what was the point of that? So yeah, we did a whole overhaul, and now he's gonna pick them up, have them ready for storm season. That is upon us. And found a couple stickers that I had laying around. This one's pretty badass. This one's all right. Figure out where to put them. It's pretty cold out here today. I mean, we are pretty much into winter season. I also have the Husqvarna bar and chain catalog. Also got it from the dealer, or the shop that I was working at. So I'm really big on literature and stickers and everything else. But literature, though, like this kind of stuff, is very important, at least for me, because I don't know, it's fun to look at and might learn a couple little things. So this just has all the bar and chain combinations for their saws. Need to try to get one from Echo at some point. That'd be pretty cool, because we have love for all three here, everybody. So on a super random note, wearing my new favorite hat, my new favorite steel hat. Our friends over at Action Power Sport gave it to me, and I'm wearing my favorite Ripsaw hoodie. And I know the name, especially lately, it doesn't really jive too well with folks because of things that are happening. I don't know. I'm not over there. I don't know what's true and what's not. I hear things. I've been hearing things, and if you guys really follow along in the saw community or just mods, you guys might have heard some stuff. I don't really know, though. I don't know what's going on. I don't really order from Ripsaw much at all. I ordered this hoodie, a shirt, a hat when I first learned about them, because Ripsaw, for me, I was gonna say I'm kind of a supporter, but I feel like if you're a supporter, you're a supporter. But I am a supporter of Ripsaw, just for the fact that they're the ones that kind of motivated me and inspired me to do my own thing here. I don't know, it was just motivating. But that's pretty much it. But I know sometimes that's why I think I don't really wear this hoodie, especially during my lives, too much, because and you guys will see, certain people will come in and they see the Ripsaw name, and it's just like, it's like politics almost at this point. And I know that shouldn't matter to me, but I don't know. So, but I am wearing my favorite Ripsaw hoodie and my new favorite hat today, so that's kind of cool. I guess from hearsay, some of the stuff is that people have been waiting super long for their saws, or you know, that they just kind of go back and forth on like ETAs and whatnot. But I don't really know. I don't know. I haven't ordered a saw from them. I don't have. I've ordered a few products from them, like bars and, you know, and like the dogs, the rib saw and the buck and billy dogs. But I haven't tried ordering a ported saw from them. And I'm not gonna lie. I mean, if what people are saying is true, and I've seen shots, uh, like Redbeard has a post on there of someone that was engaging with Ripsaw because they ordered saw and they were just kind of going back and forth. It is, you know, it would make me a little hesitant to buy a ported saw from them, especially if what's being said is true. Um, so, anyways, Grayson, what up? What up? Let me see. Gabe Logan says, "Would you fight Mike Tyson for 3 rounds, or would you go to a Diddy party for 3 hours?" Jeez, I would go hang out with Mike Tyson. That'd be that would probably be the most ideal option here at this point. Grayson, currently right now, what I'm working on is we're waiting for our customer Leon to make their way up from Turlock here in California, a 3-hour drive, to come pick up his 046 and 200T that we did for him. And in the meantime, right now, so long story short, we're just kind of hanging out, cleaning up my little mess that I have going on here. And then we are going to inspect a Husqvarna 51 chainsaw. That was a gift to us from our good friend Santiago. It was when we didn't really do too much Husqvarna, and he's like, "Hey man, I have this saw that was gifted to me when I was doing a side job, and it's a nice saw, and it really is. It's a nice saw. It's a good condition saw." He's like, maybe that way you can start kind of like getting your feet wet with Husqvarna and checking them out. But since then, we have done we have done some Husqvarna saws, not too many, but they're all pretty much kind of the same. The layouts might be a little different, like I don't know. We've done like 395s, 572s. I actually have a 262 here right now. It needs a top end 262. Yeah. And so right now I'm just putting away some tools. I know I'm gonna take out some tools, but I'd just rather, I don't know, I'm weird. I like to just kind of start fresh and then pull tools out as I need them. But this is all that's left. I was just cleaning up some books that I had out. But yeah, I'm just hanging out with you guys. At this point, we did a 391 teardown, which I don't think I posted that video yet. No. I will be posting that video once we get done here inside. And yeah, just doing little things here. And then we're going to do that Husqvarna, just do a little inspection to see what's going on. But really, I just wanted to get on here, say what's up to everybody. It's been, man, I think it's been at least a week since we've done a live stream. And not to get all sappy and all, you know, but I do miss you guys. You know, when I'm not here, I mean, when we're not doing live streams, I am in the shop. It's just, we just kind of keep it going. And I like to try to do live streams when I don't feel like rushed. I like to take my time with these live streams and hang out with you guys. So we are on the crazy side today though, but not in a bad way. So I don't know, some of you might remember I've been talking about just making some lifestyle changes, you know, like reducing caffeine intake, especially energy drinks. So all I've been doing is just 2 cups of coffee a day on the max side. We had kicked the Celsius energy drinks. I say had because today I wanted a little extra something other than coffee. And we have ourselves a Celsius here. This is my second one today, but I promise you guys it's not going to be habit forming. It's just, I needed a little kick today. Coffee I just wanted a Celsius. So, one of my favorite flavors. But we're doing the Celsius today. I didn't have any coffee. Normally I'd be like, it's just a couple cups of coffee, and then I would probably do a Celsius. Nah, it was either one or the other. Other than that, we've been doing good. So, most importantly, water. Still doing our water. Okay. That's pretty much it. Let me give you guys a little look of what we got going on. So I need to actually go through that box and get Leon's parts, his original parts, so that way if he wants to take them back home. But it's all pretty organized for now. This is all new. This was from yesterday. And that's pretty much it. Need to put these back. And then this is our little side counter that I talk about. It's just a box of my junk, but it's solid enough to just put stuff here, like as a side, like when I'm taking apart a saw, I could just excuse me, carbonation, just throw all the parts there. But everything else is pretty good. Chains, little chain stock. This not so good. Eventually I need to go through that. Okay, I know we're here just hanging out, but yesterday we finished Rodolfo's 2511T. We did a quarter pitch conversion, West Coast muffler. Let me show you guys. And I'll bring that Husqvarna in right now. All right, there's the Husqvarna 51. Nice little chainsaw. Put this down right here. Boom. And then here's Rodolfo's 2511T. So right now it has the steel bar, but we're not going to keep it. So I have something else coming for him, something kind of special, because at least in this area, we're going to be the only people running it. So it's the new Panther and Sumara bars. So it's sold by Panther, but it's a collaboration with Sumara, and it's the new ones that just came out, maybe a couple months ago. Really nice looking bars. They're going to be stronger, more durable, which I guess that would be stronger. They just look really, really good. And they're a little more expensive. These are like $50. The Panther bars, the new ones, after tax and shipping, it was like $80. But the actual bar is like 70. No, like 65. So either way, more expensive than the steel bars. But I think they're just as good as the steel bars, good quality, especially now that they're being made by Sumara. You know, I am known to run the ripsaw bar, but honestly, I don't. They look kind of cool because they're black and they got the ripsaw red. But I think if we're looking for quality and durability, either the steel bar or the Panther bars. So this was just for testing. Originally, this is what he wanted, because when I was telling him the bar options, I was like, we can do the steel bar or we can do the ripsaw bar. And he's like, yeah, let's do the ripsaw bar. He's like, but what do you think is actually better comparing, what am I trying to say? He's like, what do you think is better between the steel bar and the ripsaw? I'm like, dude, steel bar all day. You got the Roll-O-Matic technology, better oiling and just durability. He's like, all right, let's do the steel bar. I was like, cool. But I totally had forgotten about the Panther bars until when I was getting ready to order or buy the bar. I was like, hey, dude, actually, I totally forgot to tell you about the new Panther bars. And then I showed him a picture, and he's like, we need that one. So that's cool. So the steel bars, you actually need to modify to be able to mount them onto the 2511s. So you basically just have to make another hole. Well, 2 holes, you know, in case you want to flip the bar upside down for the spacing, which I've done. And actually, we can take it off right now just so that way you guys can see it, because either way, we're not going to keep this bar on there now anyways. I just looked up the shipping right before we started the live stream, and so you can find those Panther bars. Let me see if I can show you guys a picture of... we also have some Pantera going on. It's officially Pantera month, Dimebag Darrell month. Most badass guitarist that ever lived and played. It's the reason why I started playing guitar. I have one of his replicas, and his anniversary is coming up, December 8th. That's when he was unfortunately gunned down on stage from some wacko. Amazing guy, amazing dude. So we're playing Pantera starting now all the way through. I mean, we play Pantera all the time, but we're gonna honor Dimebag. So, oh, here we go. Look at that. I mean, I know that's just part of the... Man, that's a nice looking bar. That's a great looking bar. I know it's shitty to like... Oh, there we go. Really nice looking bars. So we're running a... We're going to be doing a 12-inch. But it's cool because this bar that we already... Hold on, I'm missing the comments here. Riding shotgun with Jesus. Alrighty, my friend. Much respect to you. Appreciate the message here. I don't really know what that means, but either way, I appreciate you sharing your message here with us. Jackson W, my friend, what up, what up? Thank you for joining in. So let's go ahead and get this bar removed. And either way, I'm going to do a hand file on this chain. It is sharpened already. Obviously, it's sharp, hasn't been used yet, but sometimes the factory grind is it's okay. It's okay, but we're gonna do a little touch up on with the good old hand file here and really get it ready. But like I was saying, I looked up the tracking for the Panther bar. I ordered it from monkeybeaver.com. They're in Oregon, and it's already in Willits, which is just, for me, it's maybe like, oh, I don't know, an hour and a half. So hopefully it'll be here tomorrow, and then the man can come pick up his saw during the weekend, and he can have it ready for Monday. Excuse me, that carbonation from the Celsius. So I did some testing yesterday on this saw, and one thing I really dislike about these Echoes, great saws, they just spit way too much oil. I don't know why. There is a fix, I guess. You can change something with the steel. I don't know. But it dumps so much freaking oil, dude. Like, I don't know. Usually that's a great thing. We want all the oil, but not this much. I mean, it's just too much. Way too much. So that's my only gripe with these Echoes. Way too much oil dumping. So there's a quarter pico. So there's 2 different size quarters. The regular quarter, and then what steel calls the pico, which is just a smaller quarter. So, but this sprocket can run the regular quarter and the quarter pitch, or the quarter pico. So as you can see, that's the modification that I did to it in order to be able to mount it. You see all that? Look at all that. Jeez. Man. So I just got to do another one over here. That way, when you go to either sharpen your chain or take the bar off, you can flip it upside down and get even wear. At least that's the idea behind flipping the bar upside down. But that's a lot of oil. My buddy Santiago, the gentleman that gifted us this Husqvarna 51 that we're gonna get into here in just a minute, I posted a video and pictures of Rodolfo's 2511 as we do everything. And he's like, dude, he's like, where can I get a bar like that? He's like, I need one. And then he got kind of surprised. He's like, wait, he's like, you can mount those on Echoes? And I'm like, well, you have to modify them, but, and I'm like, well, dude, I have 2 extras. So I have this one already pretty much done. I just gotta drill out the other hole. And he's like, yeah, he's like, I want it. Well, first I made sure to ask him what size, because he might have wanted a 14. These Echoes can definitely push a 14, but I think they're really good with a 12-inch. Frey, guys, hello from Russia. We expect the Americans to be friendly. We don't want war, and we don't let Russia be offended. Right on, Frey. Right on. I think that's what we should all want in general. Some peace and people not all up in our business. Like, funny story. I thought about posting it on our channel here, but so I was out there testing Rodolfo's 2511, just ripping it up because I was tuning the carburetor a little bit. I also removed the limiter cap, so that way we have all the tuning capabilities. I'm out there ripping it up on a public street. So some of you may know I live here with my grandparents in their mobile home. It's a senior community. I'm not even supposed to be living here, right? But I go out to public road outside of the mobile home park on the train tracks, just peaceful out there. I'm about done, but I'm still just kind of like wondering why it takes this saw 3 pulls to start, even though I'm adjusting the low and giving it more fuel and blah blah blah. Anyways, long story short, I just happen to look off into the distance where the public road is, the street is, and the sidewalk, and I see this lady, with all due respect, an elder lady, and she's got her phone, man. She's like, and you can tell she's like trying to zoom in. And at first, you know, before I got all like, whoa, I thought maybe she was trying to get a picture of the sunset, because it was a beautiful day yesterday. But I could tell she's really just pointed at me. And then I see her husband just like sitting where the fire pump is over there. And I'm like, it's probably nothing. Like, don't wave at her. Don't do nothing smart ass, you know. And that's when I really could tell that she was like really just trying to focus on us and really like watching me. So I was like, okay, maybe I'm just like thinking in my head, you know. But I just give her, you know, a little wave. It was kind of like a smart ass wave, like, hello, like kind of like, and oh dude, as soon as I waved to her, she's like, and I'm like, what? Like, and I'm like, what the hell? So we had ourselves a Karen out there. And so that kind of threw me off. Luckily, I was already pretty much done. I packed up the chainsaw, and because I have to walk through the mobile home park to get out to that back side street over there, and I put my saws in a duffel bag because I'm not going to be walking in the neighborhood with a chainsaw. I mean, I wouldn't mind, but I do have to be a little low key over here. And so I'm, you know, eventually so I took out my phone and I'm like, you know, we're out here, got a Karen. I might actually post the video just so you guys can see. And that's when she just like stopped. And then she like went to her husband and she's like talking to him, and she's just like, you know, like making hand gestures. I'm like, what the hell? And we're totally respectful. Let me get on these comments real quick. Ed, we shouldn't separate the families of the illegals. Send the family back. Okay. Constant Law, hello to the host. Also, Defray thinks we definitely want peace. Okay, these comments are taking a turn here, but everyone's opinions, I've always said this since day one, and for those of you that have been following along, we do respect everyone's opinions here. We're not here to be all like blah blah blah, but let's just keep it chill, okay? Let's just keep it chill. That's all I can say. I know you guys are gonna do what you're gonna do, but point is, we're here to just hang out and have peace also. So I guess that's one thing that we can vibe on. Anyhow, so I pack up and I'm walking. At this point, they're already, but no, much love to everybody. As long as it's positive, much love to you guys. And even if it's not, you know, sometimes we do get some goofies in here. That's what I call them. That's what I call the goofies. You know, they're just silly. Still much love. We're not here to cause a scene or cause a ruckus. Which I will say though, because we do keep it real, I do my best. The last live stream probably wasn't the best image. I was feeling a little frustrated that day, and someone did make a comment, and I kind of went off on them, and not like super bad, I don't think, but it's not what I typically do. So if you guys were watching that live stream about a week ago, I apologize, because you guys know that's not how we like to get down, but it's just something that I'm thinking about, and I do my best to be accountable for what I do. So that's kind of just like me saying I apologize, because that was kind of raw. That was a little weird. So if you guys were here for that, apologize sincerely. So I pack up my stuff. I'm walking. I'm just like, what the fuck? You know, like what? And I see them. Like I actually catch up to them, not because I was like hustling like behind them, but I ended up, you know, I walked pretty fast. And I'm like, you know what? Maybe just don't say nothing. Maybe just let it go. Especially now that I'm inside the mobile home park and we're technically not supposed to live here. And I don't want them to be like, well, where are you from? Where do you know? But I'm also trying to know, well, what's up? Like, what is the issue? So I catch up a little bit more to them, and I'm getting kind of close to them, and they're facing away from me. And I'm like, yo, excuse me. And they stop. And it was just weird. The husband was okay, but the wife, she was ready for some problems. She was looking for some problems. And I'm like, hey, how's it going, guys? You know, how you guys doing today? And they're like, okay, yeah, good. And I was like, yeah, so I didn't even know how to open up the conversation. I was just like, so what was up over there? Like, what's up? Like, you know, what do you guys, you know? And like I said, the wife, looking for problems, I think. She's like, well, what are you doing? What are you doing? Why are you over there? What are you, like, making me seem like I'm doing some crime and doing some weird stuff. And long story short, they don't know what's going on. They were just being freaking nosy. And I'm like, oh, I try to explain to them, like, oh, well, I'm a small engine mechanic. I specialize in chainsaws because that's what I love. And I was just out there. She's like, well, what are you doing? Why are you out there? What are you doing? And this is when I noticed the energy, like, kind of hostile. And that's when I kind of fed into it a little bit. I was like, it's pretty obvious I was running a chainsaw. I'm just testing it. I said, I just finished it for a customer and I was testing it. And the husband, you're testing it without any wood? He's like, there's no wood out there to cut. He's like, because I was standing next to a chain link fence post that they had just posted, you know, that they just put in. He's like, so you're cutting on, he's like, you're cutting metal? And I said, I'm not. I said, did you see me cut anything? Did you see me? He's like, well, I don't know. He's like, that's why I'm asking. And that's when I was like, you know what? You guys obviously don't know what's going on. I said, I could try to explain to you the process, but you guys just don't understand. And we didn't say nothing nasty, but the wife, it just problems. Just problems. And I guess the point of all that was just, you know, like how we're talking about peace and just being chill. Like some people just, I don't know. Just interesting. And I see people out there all the time. It's a really popular walking path and trail. Um, when I'm out there running chainsaws, because I go out there pretty often if I don't go out to the property that my buddy has, but he's been really busy. I do my best to be respectful. If I see somebody walking and the chainsaw's running, I cut it off. I move out of the way. I say hello. Pretty much everybody that walks past, they're like, "Oh, that looks cool," or "Hey, it looks good," or "Sounds good," or whatever. But these people just, and I get it. Holidays are a weird time for those of us that observe. I understand. Maybe they're just grumpy, and I don't know. But it was just kind of, it was just really hostile, and I just, so it basically ended with me just saying, like, obviously you guys don't know what's going on. You guys have no idea. And they're like, well, it's just suspicious to us that you're over there doing that. And I'm like, on a public street? They're like, well, you know. And I'm like, okay. And they're like, well, we're just trying to figure out what's going on. And so this is when I was kind of a smart ass, and I said, well, maybe next time, if you guys are so concerned, maybe be regular people and just walk over and say, hey, how you doing today? What's going on over here? What are you doing? And I would have easily been like, just running this chainsaw, not cutting anything. And then they're like, well, the husband was like, well, it's a construction zone over there because they're doing the train tracks. You guys can look it up. They're putting in part of the smart train railroad tracks, and it's going to go from here. It goes from here down to San Rafael to catch the ferry to go into San Francisco, and they're trying to take it all the way down to Cloverdale, which is like another 30 minutes north from where I'm at. He's like, so you're working today on a holiday? And I said, I'm working? He's like, well, you're over there. I said, I'm not working, dude. I said, and then again, I tried to explain to them what I was doing, and they were just looking for. And so I said, and I was recording at this point. I was recording a little bit of the conversation. I mean, they were recording me, taking pictures of me at first. And she's like, well, and I was like, well, you guys, instead of taking pictures, I said, being sketch, I said, maybe you guys could have just walked over there and asked instead of taking pictures. And the lady's like, the woman said, well, the picture didn't come out clear anyways, so it doesn't matter. And that's when I said, well, what was the picture for anyways? She's like, well, we're just trying to figure out what you're doing. I just want to know what you're doing. I said, so you're going to figure that out through a picture? And we started doing like a pissing match, and I just said, all right, guys, you know what? Take care. Have a good day. And we went on from there. It's just society, I guess. I don't know. Dirt Bike, what up, what up? Happy late Thanksgiving to you, sir. And Martin Terry says, you don't have to explain anything to them. They sound like troublemakers. Screw them. That's kind of what I was kind of like, screw them. I was more like, but we kept it civil. We kept it chill. And yeah, I didn't have to explain nothing to them, but I just felt kind of weird. Like, I've never been recorded for anything or even had my picture taken, because I don't feel like I get myself in situations where people are like, oh, who's that guy? But, I'm one of these, thankfully, I'm one of those, I'm a type of person now where I do try to talk, and I know how to use my words instead of just being all confrontational like I was maybe like 7 years ago, where I was just like, didn't know how to talk. But it was just a weird interaction, and it sucks because now I feel sketch now going out to that public street where I'm at, because if you guys see the videos, the last videos that I just posted, that's out there, it's beautiful out there. Like I said, there's so many people that I've seen out there, and like I said, I'm respectful. I'm out of the way. If I see somebody coming, like I said, I'll stop. I'll say hello. We always usually have a good interaction. even if they're walking on the other side, because there's like the main path right there by the train tracks, and then there's the street, and then there's obviously the sidewalk. And even if I see people walking from the other side, I stop. Especially when I see dogs and their pets, I stop. Because I already had one instance where I didn't realize, I didn't see until I stopped the chainsaw. And I just heard all this barking, and I heard the owner like, "Oh, it's okay, it's okay," and I was just like, "Oh shit, my bad." So I just, yeah, I don't know. People are just nosy. I understand that people don't have anything better to do, but come on. It's just weird. So anyways, we're gonna leave this like this and clean off this oil, because like I said, we're gonna be running that Panther bar, or he ended up wanting the Panther bar. It's a really nice bar, the new Panther and Sumara. And then either way, we're gonna hit this with a nice little hand file, just a little touch up, just to get rid of that factory grind. It'll be a little better. Well, it will be better. Not to sound full of crap, but it will be better. And like I said, the bar should be here. It might be here tomorrow because it's in Willits, which is about an hour and a half from here. So, and you can find those on monkeybeaver.com. Virginia, are you 34? What? No. How old am I? No, I just turned 33 this year in March. I'm a 90s baby, born in 91. Good old Aries. Some might say, oh God, he's an Aries. I get that sometimes. A friend of mine, she did a birth chart on me a long time ago. I don't talk to her anymore. Just different lives, I guess. Different point of views. But she did a birth chart, and I'm definitely a strong Aries, and I don't know how it works out, but I'm a double Leo as well. So, which makes a lot of sense. Aries and double Leo makes a lot of sense nowadays. Oh, Hey, all I'm going to say is this. You guys better be on your best behavior, because fucking dad's home. Ground pounder. My friend, how you doing, dude? Good to see you. Good to see you. Thank you for popping in for a little bit. I know you're out there hustling and bustling. Guys, ground pounder, the man is a master on the grill, and you should see some of the fires that dude does out on his property. That dude can start a freaking fire. Like, some big fires, dude. Nice looking fires. Using good wood, obviously, you know. Much love to you, my friend. Hope you had a good holiday with your family, friends. I'm sure you did some work. You're always pretty much working, which is good. Okay, so there's Rodolfo's 2511, just waiting for that Panther Sumara bar. So excited, because as soon as I saw those, the first batch that Monkey Beaver got, they sold out, dude, in like 24 hours. Like, and it's crazy. But now we have the opportunity to check them out. So we do have the steel bar that I modified to be able to mount it onto the 2511, but this one is now going to go to our buddy Santiago. And like I said, if all goes well, the bar is in Willits here in California, an hour and a half. So it might be here tomorrow, but I got nothing but love and respect for all delivery services, but especially the United States Postal Service, because man, they crush it. They're always really good to us. Our stuff always gets here on time, or either a day before. Now that it's the holidays, things have been getting a little delayed. We've already had one thing, the sprocket that I got from Duke's. Shout out to Duke's also, because they're also really good on their service. But this one came a couple days late, but it's fine, because it's the holidays. People are sending packages even more, you know, gifts and things like that. But yeah, so shout out to them. So if you guys are ordering anything, just be mindful. It's the holidays, so things might be a little slower. But either way, we gotta. Well, you don't have to if you don't want to, but we gotta love and appreciate our delivery services because they're out here delivering mail and packages sometimes at 9:30. That's actually when this one showed up. 9:30, and they're out there, just like flashlights, and so we gotta show love to them. Um, let's see, ground pounder quarter inch bars are far superior to the Panther. I I, I would agree with that. Well, I only say I was hesitant to fully agree just because I've never ran the Panther bars, but no, the steel bars, amazing. Ripsaw bars, they look cool because they're black and they're different, but honestly, I know I'm wearing I know, but they're junk. They're junk. I'm sorry. That's all I'm gonna say. But yeah, the steel bars, I agree. Um, Also, too, at least I had a problem with this 2511. So these Archer sprockets, they're the only ones that I know that work really well on the Echoes. But they were out of stock, and I thought I was doing my customer a favor, Rodolfo, and I ordered the Pro Line sprocket. Does not fit well. Does not fit well. So it was a waste of $25 or however much it was. If you guys are going to do the quarter pitch conversion, get the Archer sprockets because they work great. They hold up well. The Pro Line sprocket, maybe I got a defective one, but it did not fit well. The clutch cover just didn't sit right, and then the chain wouldn't spin. Obviously, we modified accordingly. Got to do another hole here. This was just for testing purposes. But the Pro Line sprocket, maybe you've had good luck with them, but just be careful. If you guys are going to do it, if they're not in stock, wait to get the Archer sprockets. So I thought maybe it was the bar. Maybe I thought maybe I didn't drill the hole right, but I watched I forget his name, Peter, Pat, something with a P, and basically he went, I forget the actual, like 5/8 of an inch or something like that, basically just using a quarter bit. And I thought, okay, maybe somehow I didn't do the mod correctly and it doesn't sit right, but it was just the sprocket. So so just be careful if you guys order the Pro Line. Just it might have some issues. Pure Shea, I'm not sure. The video was from was like 2 or 3 years ago, but really solid video, just straight to the point. Showed the measurements. He didn't specifically say that he was using the Archer. He's like, yeah, I just found a cheap one on Amazon, which I don't know if they actually sell these on Amazon. And so when the Archer bars, or excuse me, the Archer sprockets were out of stock, I thought, oh well, maybe it doesn't matter. Maybe they're all the same, and it wasn't quite the same. So just, yeah, if you guys are gonna do it, just try to go with the Archer sprockets. Or like I said, maybe I just got a defective one or something. Panther bars are flimsy and wear quickly. All right, I'm definitely gonna keep that in mind. Because I did tell Rodolfo, I was like, well, dude, now that we determined that the sprocket was the issue, I said, if you want to pick up your saw and save some time, I said, because I still don't know when that bar is going to show up, because I think I may have used a different email, and so I didn't get the tracking information. So I was like, dude, when is this bar going to ship? But again, it's the holidays, which shout out to Aaron, because he's the one that made me realize, because I think that day on the live, I was like, I don't know what's going on. I wasn't really necessarily, I was kind of bitching. I was like, oh, what's going on? And then the man always just knows when to pop up. And he's like, dude, the holidays. Oh, yeah. So then I relaxed a little bit. But, so I told him, I was like, dude, everything is good now. We ran it. It's fine. So I was like, if you I said the Panther bar is on order. I said, but we already have the steel bar here. If you want to, but he really likes the look of the Panther bars, and they do look pretty sweet. But I think the steel bar for sure, like Ground says, way more superior. We already know it is, but I still want to get a Panther bar for myself just to chainsaw addicts, man. Chainsaw addicts. We're fiends over here. It's like, you know, give it a shot. But no, steel bar for the win. If you want to go for that ripsaw blacked out look, just paint the shit. Just paint it. Doesn't matter. It's all gonna wear off anyways. It's not about the look. Okay. But this one's gonna go now to our buddy Santiago, because we posted the video, or yeah, we posted the videos and the pictures of this one, and he's like, dude, he's like, where do I get that bar? I'm like, right here, my guy. Okay, so let me put this down. Let's go ahead and get working on this. We're just gonna do a little look through. This was gifted to us by our friend Santiago that I just mentioned. Just because he knows we don't have, well, now we do. We don't have, this was our first Husqvarna chainsaw in our collection, so the dude's really nice. He's like, dude, he's like, would you care for it? I'm like, hell yeah, dude. So we're just gonna go through it just to see what kind of condition it is. Mainly just take a look inside the cylinder and see what's up. Let's see. Ground says you drill the oiler as well. So that's one thing I haven't done yet. So from Peter's video, I think it's Peter. I think we know who we're talking about. Apparently I don't, but I think we know. He basically just drilled a hole right over this hole right here. And so I just need to do that. And then drill. See, I already had it marked where I was going to drill the next one. And actually, the reason why I didn't finish drilling it was because I was using my grandfather's drill and it died. But I was like, just for testing, it's fine. But no, I do need to still, thank you for reminding me, I still need to drill that little hole. And I still need to figure out why these Echoes spit out so much freaking oil. They just spit so much. And I started researching it, and there's like something that you can change out, like replace it with a steel pump or filter or something. Because these things, they spit out too much. I know we usually want all the oil, but it's too much, man. So let me go put that Echo down or away over here, and then we're just gonna keep chilling and check out this Husky 51. But yeah, it turned out great. Also, Rodolfo's 2511 didn't come with this little top dust cover, so we're gonna hook them up, and we're taking this one off of our personal 2511. We're just gonna put it on there for him because he should probably run that, or maybe he likes it like that. I don't know, but I'm gonna ask. But either way, that's all him. Okay, we're back. Thank you, Ground. Appreciate you, man. Stay safe out there. I don't have to tell you, but keep crushing it out there. And yeah, we'll be in touch. So like I was saying, guys, we're just hanging out, waiting for our customer Leon to come up. If it is a 3-hour drive, depending on traffic out there, he still has at least another hour. So it's 6:26 my time here. And let's see. Liam, yes, I am going to do the Husqvarna 51. I know you've been waiting. You ain't fooling anybody with that dirt bike. I'm sorry I put you on a timeout. I'll be honest, but you'll be back. Don't worry. Well, you're back. You're already back. So, poor Liam. He's like, he's like, man, what the hell? Had to put him on timeout for a little bit. No, but yes, we're going to do that. So, is it the same profile? Is it the same page, or is it a different one? Either way, yes, we're gonna do that 51. I know you've been waiting. And when I saw your page, I was like, oh, who's this dirt bike character? I'm like, their name is just Dirt Bike. And then I saw the name, and I'm like, ah, it's our friend Liam. I felt bad, dude, but I was like, you know what? I just, for the sake of everyone's patience, I was like, we're gonna just. But no, I'm glad you're back, and I'm glad that you're here, because I told you, man. I told you I was gonna do this one for you. So, I mean, we were gonna do it anyways, but I specifically wanted to have you be here. And then I noticed the name. I'm like, Dirt Bike, and I'm like, Liam. I'm like, it's freaking Liam. Chill, guys. It's a Celsius. I know we had kicked them, and we are, but I just needed something a little more today. But it's been maybe like 2 months since I've done Celsius energy drinks. Well, that is an energy drink. Even the yerba mates. It's just been coffee. Okay. And we got Pant. Like I said, it's dime bag month. So, in honor of him. So, all right, let's see what we got. So, first things first, right off the bat, we do need to do a little rewind starter job, which you guys already know. I'm not very good at them. I know it sounds weird, right? But I'm always like, yeah, let's just go ahead with the new assembly. But we gonna learn. We gonna learn, because maybe one day we'll be out there cutting something and we bust the line, the cord, and yeah. So we're gonna figure it out. We might not do it tonight. Excuse me. But we're gonna do it. Gotta learn some way. Even I probably sound like a dick, but even when I was at the power equipment shop and a customer would come in and they're like, "Oh, can we get a pull start job?" And I was like, my coworkers, my team, we were all cool. I'm like, bro, they'd be like, "Got you, bro, got you." At one point, they're like, "Are you ever gonna learn?" And I'm like, "Whenever you stop being nice, I'm gonna have to learn." I'm just being honest, though. Hey, but we're gonna learn. It's funny. I have pretty much patience for anything else, but for some reason, pull starts. It's like, it's weird. I know some of you guys are like, dude, I can do that blindfolded, like in my sleep, and it's really simple. I know it is. It's just for some reason, but we gonna learn. Bobby Lee, I've done 100, dude. Come work for me, bro. I need you. No, we're gonna learn. We're gonna learn. We need to. It's just, yeah. See, he ain't got nothing to say. Just yeah. Okay. So looks like we got mostly flathead right now. Well, flathead Phillips on these top guys. So I'm gonna use this one here. This thing's gonna be a ripper, I think. Assuming that the cylinder sleeve isn't all janked up, I'm gonna remove the cylinder and we're gonna just do a little porting on it. Because why not? Nothing stays stock. Just remember to test your spring tension before reinstalling. Thank you, sir. And hopefully you're here when we tackle that, because well, you know what? Maybe that's something that we can do tomorrow. Just see what we can do, because I think I might have enough cord in here. We're gonna see how much we have, because then again, I've had chainsaws in here where customers custom do their own, and they just do a short, just enough to crank it, and that's it. And it's like, okay, hey, whatever works. I've always kind of known, well, not known, but something that I've always, damn, this filter is brand new. This saw is really like new, I feel like. I mean, obviously you can tell it's, you know, he was an older gentleman, so he took care of his stuff, I'm guessing. Um, and one thing I've always kind of followed was like for chainsaws and blowers, it's like 3 feet, 4 feet of cord. Might be less, I don't know. But again, I don't really know. I would come work for you if you were closer to me. I'm in Washington. Oh, dude. You never know. We might have a shop in Washington one day. Well, I don't know. Because California is getting tricky. Tricky. I wouldn't mind going to Oregon, Washington, really anywhere other than California. I love California as far as, I mean, it's my hometown. It's where I was born and raised. But, geez, for this line of work, some of the work that I do right now, I feel like one day the feds are going to come in and be like, are you modifying carburetors and you're tuning carburetors and you're removing limiter caps? You never know, dude. It could happen. Maybe not, but that's how I feel sometimes. We're some chainsaw outlaws over here. Oh, there's one more. Liam says if it works, it works. The pull cord or the pull start, or just like the saw in general. But that's how I like to pretty much see most things. Like if it works, it works. And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Because, well, we actually had some catastrophe a couple days ago when we were testing our customer slash buddy Julio's 461. Long story short, the threads on the flywheel side, when we were out there starting it up, and somehow they stripped right off. The bolt just demolished those threads, and now so yeah, now we have to figure that out. And then before that, I was trying to do something nice for him because he's a really good dude, really good friend of ours. All of our customers are friends. I don't know why I keep saying customers, but he mentioned to me when he came by to bring by some clips for the fly, or for the clutch side. No, for the flywheel side. No. Which one was it? For the clutch side oil seal. He was mentioning, he's like, oh man, he's like, I think because it already has a West Coast bark box and everything else. And he's like, man, he's like, eventually I want to get some dogs, you know, the West Coast dogs. And I was like, okay, yeah, man. I'm like, you know, and I was like, well, I have some here if you know. But then I was like, you know what? He's been so patient with us. And I feel bad because we've already had a couple delays with his saw. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to hook the man up with some dogs, some West Coast dogs. So I'm taking off one of the screws. That was kind of a weird, anyways. I did that to myself. Sorry. Yeah, okay. Let's focus up. So I was taking off the hardware, and he's pretty known for, no, Liam, it ain't snowing over here, dude. We don't really get snow. I mean, we do get some over here in the Calistoga Mountains, you know, just because it's a really tall mountain. It's probably one of the tallest here in our area, and it does get snow up there. It does snow sometimes in Napa, but not like a lot, not too crazy. And so I was taking off the hardware on the crankcase, and it was a Phillips. I'm pretty sure it was a little bit bigger than what was supposed to be in there. It was just tight. I was using vice grips to like undo it. And what happened? The head of the screw just snapped. It snapped. So now we have half of the screw still stuck in the crankcase, and so that was my point. Sometimes I'm like, you know what? Don't even mess with it. Just leave it, because that's how things happen. But we were trying to do something nice for him, and I don't know how I'm going to remove that screw from the crankcase other than trying to drill it out. But at that point, I think what I'm going to do is, with the clutch cover, I mean, with the chain catcher, it might not move because everything else is secure. But I don't know, man. just having some bad luck with that saw. So I need to figure out how to rethread the crankshaft if I can. I'm gonna try. I'm hoping that he does have that extra crankshaft. He said, "Oh, I might have another one laying around." So I really hope he does. But that's just more delay, more time, because if we can't rethread the crankshaft on the flywheel side, then yeah, we're gonna have to open up the saw, put in a new crankshaft, pretty much tear down again, which is fine. But I just feel bad, man. So dirt bike or Liam, that's how I say. Sometimes it's better to just leave it, just leave it alone. But we like to go a little above and beyond for our customers. That's what we do. You know, that's part of the whole game. So, some guy, what up, what up? Hope you're doing well out there. Bobby Lee Heat. Yeah, you know, damn. And I should have thought about that. See? Knowing that he's notorious. He had already told me because when I was cleaning his 461, I know we're getting sidetracked on the 51, but it's not, we don't really have a lot to do on this. And so I was cleaning it, and so one of the things that I do, because I do a full detail, that's just what I like to do. I was going to take off the muffler to just clean the bottom of the crankcase right there and get all on the sides. But I'm like removing the first screw. And it's just freaking stiff, man. It's hard as hell. And I had this gut instinct that pretty much what happened to that crankcase screw was going to pretty much happen. I was like, you know what? We're going to just leave it. We're going to do our best to get under there as best as we could. And we saved ourselves from that, because that would have also been bad. Because I've already tried doing new threads on cylinders, and it just, I don't know, I've never had good luck. And I have good taps. I have a Mac tool set. I didn't buy it. It's my grandfather's. He let me use it from when he was buying Mac tools in the 80s. And so eventually I talked to him. I was like, hey, man, what's up with those screws? Like, did you put in bigger screws or what the hell? Because they were, oh, yeah, I JB welded them. I'm like, well, good thing I didn't go any further, because I was about to snap the shites out of it. I should have remembered that. So, Bobby, that's what I should have remembered. Maybe apply some heat. I do have a heat gun. But we know for next time. Okay, moving on. Husqvarna 51. Some guy, this is the one that I was telling you, the 51, the one that you're like, is that a closed port saw? And I was like, I don't really even know. But it is a 51. So doesn't say anything else, just 51. It's going to be a fun little saw. This was a gift to me from our good friend Santiago, because at the time we weren't doing a lot of Husqvarna, and we still don't do a lot of Husky here, just because people don't bring Husky. We do a lot of Echo, and obviously we do a lot of steel primarily. And so he's like, do you know Husqvarna? Like, are you pretty familiar? I'm like, honestly, man, they all have the same parts, but no, I don't really work on Husqvarna. I don't really, you know. He's like, you know what? A customer of mine gave me a little Husqvarna. He's like, I don't want to do anything with it. It's really nice. He's like, but if you want to add a Husqvarna to your collection and then start kind of dabbling with Husky, he's like, it's all you. And I'm like, hell yeah. It's a really nice saw. The only thing that right now we need is a little pull start job. And you guys already know how I feel about those, because we aren't that great at them right now. I know it sounds really, really ironic. You know, we're a saw shop, and don't yell at me. Don't judge me. Too late, right? No, look at the filter. It's not even, must have been new. I don't know. So the little paws look good. I mean, it looks great. Really nice. I mean, it's going to clean up well. It's not even, he must have ran it. How do you even, see, here we go. How do you even remove? How do I, see, I don't really even know how to remove this filter. Okay, well, let's just look inside the cylinder. Get an idea of what's going on. Sorry, I'm missing some of these comments here. those 51s, pretty angry little saws. You keep saying that, Saw, and I'm really excited for this. I actually do feel like this is going to be a ripper, especially that we're going to, assuming that the cylinder sleeve looks fine, and if it is marked, you know, to the point where we can clean it, gonna clean it up. Hopefully the piston is in good condition, because yeah, we're probably gonna open her up a little bit or open it up a little bit, do some porting. So they must have either done like a little tune-up service on this before they stopped running it, or they never ran it. No, they had to have run it. I mean, it's just so freaking clean. Like, it's clean. And hopefully our customer shows up soon. Not that we're in a hurry to get out of here. It's just I'm just like thinking about him, because he's got a 3-hour drive here to pick up his saws, and then he's got another 3-hour drive back. So he's gonna be out pretty late. Ooh. Spark. Looks really, looks new. Okay. Wow, there's a lot of oil in here, which is a good thing. So whatever oil they're running, yeah, it's got a little markings, nothing serious. Obviously, we're gonna probably just pull everything off and really get an idea, but it actually looks really good. Just a little bit of markings here at the top on the so facing the exhaust, but it looks probably like just some aluminum transfer, nothing major, but we'll know better when we take off the muffler and everything. Nope. Let's see, you're probably going to need a new spring. The ends pull out straight fairly often. My bone stock 55 with 1,000,000 board feet on it will. Sheesh. Dirt Bike says you have to pull the air filter off to get that off. To get what? Oh yeah, to get the cylinder off, yeah, we're gonna have to take off the flywheel, the clutch, the muffler, and I think it was you, Liam. I don't know, I forget who asked me. They're like, how do you remember how to put the saws back together? Like, how do you know? And like I told him, it's just, you know, especially like this one, I'm really just taking my time and not just tearing it up. I mean, I could, but I like to just kind of get a good feel of things. Make sure everything's good. Everything looks really good. Like, let me put this bar over here because I don't want to get it damaged, because that is going to go to our buddy Santiago. Interesting clutch. Husky really is a little different. I mean, obviously they all function the same, but so outboard clutch. Okay, let's get this air filter off. How do we do that? So I'm probably, let's see. What? Oh, is that a screw holding it in? Hold on. Okay, here at Diesel Truck, our customer just pulled up, Leon, and yes, there is a screw here. So I'm sorry guys, I don't know how long we're gonna be here, so let me turn this off, but I'll start up another live stream right now. So I just I'll be back in a few minutes. I just don't know how long this is gonna take, but we'll be back. So much love to you guys, and I'll see you guys shortly. And we may have some more saws coming in right now, so we'll see. Laters.